Okay, hey YouTubers, I'm back again to show y'all something new. I have clay pre-stretched braiding here, 18 inch. I have it comes with 2 bundles per pack. She wants cornrows, goddess cornrows with the small little braids in between. It comes with 2 pre-bundles in each pack. I have 3 packs. Make it easy on me. We're just gonna do 6 braids on her. So that makes it easy on me not to uh, run out of hair or anything like that. I have enough to do uh, the whole style. Or I could have did like 5, but I'm just gonna do 6. So at least the hair is already pre-measured out, so then each braid will come out perfect. I might take like a small pinch just to do the small braid in between, but besides that, the hair is already pre-stretched out. So what I'm going to do is, first I'm just going to, she had pretty damaged hair, but she doesn't, the scalp is very healthy still. It's because she actually cut some of it. So it's just cutting damage, not like to the scalp. No cutting, no abrasive, no bruising. But the hair is different lengths. Until it grows out a little bit more, I don't think she wants to cut it just yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sit up here and section out her hair into 4 parts first. Her hair was getting back normal, but when you take down weave, sometimes it's easy to accidentally cut your real hair. The person did not know how to take the weave out, so they didn't ask me, so they accidentally cut their hair off a lot. So it happens. Everybody makes mistakes. My first sewing, I can admit that I am one of those people that did that. So first, I'm gonna pre-section it off into 4 parts as best as you can, just so you can get some symmetry going on, so you can kind of know what you're doing. I mean, see what you're dealing with. You want to be able to see what you're dealing with. So you want to pre-section it off into 4 sections. She doesn't really have a big head like that, so even 4 braids would look nice on her, but I'm going to just do 6. But she doesn't have a big head. She has one of those heads. I love doing her hair because her head is just not like gigantic. Even she has perfect hair when you do like individual micro braids, things like that nature. She has perfect hair for that. We're put it into 4 sections. Sorry, my camera fell. 4 sections. See how this side is extremely short compared to that other side. That other side looks alright. You can at least plait it. It's harder to plait this side. And her side is missing. So, not all. She's not cut though like that, but she doesn't have any bruises, she doesn't have any bumps. It's just she cut her hair trying to take the weave. And that happens. I suggest if it's your first time, ask a professional how to take it out, or get someone else to take it out if you got a sew in. Because I did the same thing. I didn't know, and I did cut my hair. The lady said cut the strings. If you cut anything besides strings, you end up cutting your hair. So when I first got mine done, I had a similar thing to happen to me. So I'm gonna make the parts as straight as possible. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm just going to have I got all the sections sectioned out. Now, as you can see, this side is short, very short. This side is long. I'm not gonna show y'all her face right here. One side is very short. This side is very long. This side is short. She accidentally cut it, but she has a good hair. It grows pretty fast, so it'll grow back. Everybody makes mistakes. It happened to me before too. I cut my hair like that. Okay, so now we're gonna do a protective style so that it's less it can grow back. So you need to have gel. And you need to have spritz, and you need to have a blow dryer. You can spray some oil sheen too after you're done over everything. But those are the things you need to start. So first off, what you can do after your pre-section, straight down the middle and everything. Always look at pictures and stuff to kind of really get ideals of what you really want. So now I'm just going to take this first section, which is the easiest, going to be the easiest section to braid, which I probably should braid the hardest section first. But I've already braided her hair in another style. Which, see this can't, she cut that. But it's growing back. So everything happens for a reason. You want to make sure you get 6 equal parts. So, 4 equal parts, 3 equal parts on each side. So it's going to be a total of 6 braids. Okay, when you take this small piece of hair out, you probably come out better taking it out on the, taking a little bit of that hair out of the hair that's going to be braided on the edges, like so that you can do the small braiding down the middle. But you want to make sure you do 3 equal parts. As equal as you can get them. And what you can do to make sure the parts are equal is like twist it down to see how big that section is. Because you can go on and start zigzag parting or whatever, You're gonna part it straight, zigzag it. Zigzags make it a little easier to not have to part straight all the time. But the main thing is you want to make sure you have 3 as equal as possible sections. See, this section may look smaller than this section, but it's the amount of space, not just the amount of hair in this section. You want to see the amount of space that the section takes up. So it's not just only the amount of hair. It's the amount of space. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flat twist it down where you get 2 strings. You get 2 string twisted if you want. Flat twist is the easiest. Doesn't take as much time. Flat twist it down to her head so you can see what's going on. So you can see this section. And if you want, you can take and band to knock the end of it. It doesn't have to be a perfect flat twist like one that you're going to wear out. Just something so you can see the section. Right. I'm going to flat twist this section too. So flat twist it down, and then flat twist this section down as good as you can get. Now, as you can see, this section is the damaged just part, the edge part, this little part. So it looks to me like that section is smallest. So what I'm gonna do Just take just a tad bit more from the next section over. And you want to make the part as straight as you can get it, so when you're ready to braid it, you already have the section ready to go. Just twist it down again. Only take a minute or two just to check your section direction and everything out. It's just a little twist, don't take that off. You don't have to be neat, just so you can see your section. Twist it down, twist down the 3 sections, and peek them out. So I'm gonna read guide this section as well. I'm gonna take a little hair out of the next one and just add it to this one. You want to make sure it's even as possible. The lines are as straight as possible. I might zigzag some of the parts, but to begin, you want to make sure that you have a straight section line. Because to do the zigzag part, you can always do a straight line first and then do a zigzag over that line. So flat twist that section down. You can see what's going on. Twist it down and do a little fancy knot. You knot these bands. Okay. That part's a little big. So you want to make sure that part is straight as possible. Even sections. I like doing her hair though. She's pretty easy to do for the most part. As long as you don't do it, see, I can take a long time. It would be nice to do long hair or something. So twist it down. Twist it down as flat as possible. Flat twist. Same here. I'm gonna do the same thing. Just go back over and twist it down. Just to see. Okay, that's pretty even now. That's really even. Now what you're going to do, once you get that in order, you're going to go and do the same thing in the back on this section. Coming from this twist. Way down. Probably much easier to just go on and braid the first braid on there once you 2 more. So we want to make sure the sections are even as possible. Okay. That's the first section. Twist it all the way down. So you just twist it down and cut a hole. So then these 2 sections, you can go on and split it apart, look at it and make sure it's already sectioned off perfectly. So that when you do the small little braid in between, you just take a little bit out of it. That's pretty perfect right here. Now, this is the next section. You can do the same thing. You can braid it out of the way. First one right here. That section, and then you leave the next section just out. To twist it, and it's going to be hard to braid it, so it's going to take a ponytail. You can always go over your part again after you're done. Okay, so what you can do is, now that you found your first section, first comb that out. I had her comb that out before. Get your Dixon comb. You're going to take some of her gel. You're going to put the gel on all the edges. I don't have any edge control right now. On every edge where you can start. On the root of it. On every edge going into the braid. Feel the base of gel. On each side of here. Back of the comb some people use an edge brush. I don't have. I'm not gonna do And then you're going to take gel. See how I just laid that down for you? Not too much, but just only mainly on the edges. To kind of have it already ready to have that slip, slip in look. So then you're going to open your first pack of hair. All the bundles come 3 sections. That's it about it. You don't got to worry about figuring nothing out. Everything's already figured out for you. So take one of the bundles out. I'm just going to braid it on there. So lean your hand to the side. And it's, if you want, you can feed the braid in. Or you could just braid it on there. Braid it on there. You can just take it and start braiding. There's 2 different ways to do it. You can feed it in. Or you can just take the whole thing. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just split this into 8 parts and feed it in. So, split the hair in half. And then get half and half. It's still going to come out just as proportion, but it looks a lot better. And you're going to take four pieces out of 1 half. Put that 1 half in half. Turn it into 4 pieces. And then you do the same thing with both halves. Just turn it into 4 pieces of half. If you don't want to, you can just braid the whole hunk on there. It doesn't look bad at all. It looks good, but this looks more like small to coming to big when you do it like this. So you're gonna put four sections as even as you can get it hair out. We're gonna braid that whole piece, that whole bundle on right here. We're gonna braid so it's gonna come out even. So then that's 8 sections. And then you take your first section, make it into 3 equal parts, like I showed you guys before, same like you do the individuals, 3 equal parts. Then you're just gonna start braiding from here, from as far to the end as you can. It's like a regular cornrow, but you're gonna be adding her hair. So you're gonna do like about 3 or 4 strokes before you start adding even more hair in. And you do like about 6 strokes on this. And you start adding the other hair in. Every 3 strokes after you do the first 6. And that will make it look as if the hair is like getting fuller as it goes. And give it that fuller look as it goes. So every 3 strokes you're going to add another piece. These are feed-in goddess braids. Now, if you just you could just take the whole pack and braid on you. You don't have to do that. That's a lot easier, and I will show y'all that method too as well. It's not as hard. This is more a tad bit more harder to do. So. You want to hold her hair as tight as you possibly can. But it gives the illusion that the hair is getting longer as it goes. I mean, bigger as it goes. Just like with someone's real hair. If she had hair this long, it would actually do that. Hold it in there as tight as you can. No one's perfect. Take your hands through it. I really like this hair. It hasn't turned tangled up yet. And this is the last piece. Piece 8. You want to hold it on there as tight as possible. And then braid down all the way as far down as you can get it. But you want a little piece hanging so that you can do a knot. You can always curl it out with like the small firm rods. Thank you. So then you have to make the. Always just don't be scared of the client. If you need them to do something, ask them. If you need them to sit up or something, ask them. You know, you need to put yourself in control. You know, control the situation. So it looks very pretty. So that's one. Doesn't really take long to do. The whole head might take about an hour. I hope no more than an hour and a half. I don't know what I was doing. I guess I was explaining something to y'all or something. I don't know why. Why that much time? Oh yeah, section took time. So I didn't factor that on. So maybe like an hour and 30 minutes. This is a quick style. We're gonna find out though. We're gonna find out, y'all. So braid it down as tight as possible. As tight as you can braid it. Hold the braid as tight as you can. Braid it down as neat as you can. Because a lot of people, they don't know how to braid their own hair, so they don't want to have to try to figure out how to fix it after you're supposed to have did it. You do the best you can, you know. And these are pre-stretched hair. I think it's pre-stretched, pre-layered, and pre-cut. It can be hot water set again, but I think it's been hot water set one time for you initially. So the hair, I found out that using better braiding hair is better on you and your hands overall. You could also, if you don't feel like knotting the ends, you could take a bit of nail glue, since it's not the person's real hair all the way this long down, and put a bit of nail glue on it to ensure that the ends will stay in. I'm just braiding it. I'm just doing the same loop that I do on my individuals on the end. I'm just looping the hair a little small, take a small piece of the hair and loop it around about 10 or 8 times just to have like a little knot. You can always take that out with a comb and then re-braid it if you have to later on. But this is how the braid came out to really, really cute, really, really neat. And what you do, once you have braided it down on there, you want to take some gel and gel it up. You don't have to do it now, but you can do it. You can do it once you're done. But most people, they just keep putting gel on it, like they keep gelling it. The sides up, and then they'll gel it a few times to get that shiny look, to give it that effect. So the braid came out really nice. You always go over the edges and put gel, and then at the end you do the same thing one more time just to seal that look in so it don't go nowhere. You put the comb and kind of play with it. Hold it to the side. So that's how the braid looks. No, it's dark in here. Go in the light in the bathroom so y'all can see her when she gets finished and stand up. I had a bright light on last time. Y'all can't really see us yet. I have the light on, but for some reason I don't know what's going on. Okay, so now I'm gonna go to the next section, and she wants those little small braids in between. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of hair out of this section. And it's all going to end up the same because this one braid, whatever little piece of hair I'm going to take out of that, I'm still going to braid it into the next goddess braid. Goddess, think of the name of it on the top of my head. Goddess feeding braid. I'm going to take a little small section of hair out of this section. I'm going to braid it all the way. Have a real small teeny piece of her real hair in here. Like just a small part of that next section. You want to take that much. Just a real small piece. Then you can braid this section out of the way. So what you're going to do is you still can take a little gel or edge control, whatever you have. I prefer to do this with edge control, but right now I'm on a budget, so I'm doing this on the budget I got. Like, ain't no money for no edge control right now. Ain't no money for no gel. Ain't no money for these old fashioned regular. Okay, so I'm gonna take the next section of a bunch of hair off. That's gonna be for the next goddess braid anyway. And I'm gonna go on and pull out my eight free sections. I'm gonna split it in half. One, two. I'm gonna put 8 equal parts. 3, 4. So I'm gonna do 4 out of one part and 4 off the last half of the section. So I still have 4 more bundles of this hair. And I love this hair. I really like it so far. It has to give me no issues. It's been very easy to braid. Easy to manage so far. Haven't gotten tangled up one time. So you want to do 8 equal sections. 8 equal parts of the hair, so that you can have the hair pre-sectioned off as equal as you can get it. Okay, so this is the last section of the 8. So what I'm gonna do with this section is split that section in half, and I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna braid that little piece that's right there. You don't want to make that piece too big, because then it's going to be a big braid. You want the braid to be small. So maybe half of that half, too. You might want to take half of that off, because you really don't want it that big. You just want a small little braid. And you're going to do the same thing after 3 equal sections. And then tilt her head to the side. After tilt her head to the side, you're just going to braid that one little small braid. Same way. Start off with the cornrow, but this one is not going to be feeding in. You just put one little cornrow right here. Because of her edges, I cannot really feed. I can feed it. I don't need to feed it in. I mean, it's just a small little braid. You don't have to add no more hair. Because this braid is not getting big as it goes. We don't have to get that effect right now. We just want a small braid. So we'll braid that small braid. Pull it as tight as you can. And braid down to the end of her hair. That's all you want to do. And then you can just stop once you get to the end of her hair because this braid is going to go inside of the next female braid. Okay. So then what you're gonna do once you did that one small braid that you got a thread, you're gonna take that section out that you pre-sectioned. She's already hold up, pre-combed it out, but come on, it's done. You're gonna take this section out that you doing, and you gotta make sure you comb it out good. I've already parted it. I'm gonna look at the part again and make sure though. So you can look at it to make sure. Go over it. There's nothing wrong with going over it again. But time is important. That's why you like to pre-part it so you don't have to go over it like that. But this particular one. Okay, so you want to take the gel and do the same thing. Make sure you get all the edges that you are braiding gel down. Okay, so then I'm going to gel it on both sides. I'm going to gel the back part too. All of the edges. Yeah. So then, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to take your first section of hair. This is great piece of the piece that the other piece I took off of it. And you want to make the same 3 loops. You want to loop this small piece around this piece. Like so to start off. And you still have your rest of your 8 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That you're still feeding in as you go. So you're going to have the person tip the head to the side some. Like that, perfect. And back some. You just tell them what you want them to do, Don't be scared of the person. Just tell them, they don't know if you don't tell them. And then start braiding. You'll probably want to do your first 6. Your first 6 strokes, or you could start off with 3 strokes if you like. and start adding in every 3. After every 3 strokes, you're going to start adding more hair. And as you're adding the person's real hair, you're doing that. You just stick it underneath, inside the braid as you go. You stick the hair inside of the braid as you go. So you don't want to stick it over. You want to stick it under where you can't see it when you add it in. So like right here where you can't see it, when in the middle of the braid, so you can't see where the hair was added in. That's how you do that. Every 3 strokes. Keep adding. So then it gives it the visual that the braid is getting bigger. And that's exactly what it's doing, but it looks really great. And then you just want to keep doing the same thing. 1, 2, 3, and just keep adding underneath. Then I'm on my last 2. It ends quicker on the ends, like the end of the hair. You run out of room to add hair quicker on the first braid because it's less hair. See, this is the last part that I'm gonna add in. I'll braid down a little bit more. I'm gonna add this one. And you want to add this small braid that you did, you want to add that piece in. So then the braids are all equal size. But that small little braid that you did, in between those, you want to add that piece in and pull it as tight as possible in there. But you want to add it underneath. You don't want to see that braid in there. You just want to put it in under as good as possible. You don't want to see it. So you want to put it underneath. And then braid it on down. Braid your hair on down to the end. Had a person sit up to the front. She wanted her short, but she works the job. It looks so pretty. Hey! I braid underhand, so it's hard for me to braid. I wish I could. That's how I'm braiding this underhand. Once I get a better camera, I'm going to show y'all closer up. Because this camera sucks. I'm working on getting another job so I can get a better camera. So y'all can see. Because this is just on my phone. Me doing it. Y'all can see better once I get a better camera. And what's so cute about these braids? They came out. They come out evenly. Symmetry. They came out the same. Yeah. So that's good. And the thing I like about this hair, what I was telling them, it's already pre-bundled. So, however many braids you want is how many of these you want to get. If you want big, big goddess braids, that's the amount of packs of hair you need. If you just wanted 2, though, you probably could just get, if you want 2 jumbo ones, you could just get 2 packs of it. Because you would use 2 bundles for two big braids. You just wanted like 2. I can't do a single braid, but not on my own hair. It's crazy. I know that. It's not easy to braid your own hair. It's not easy. It's not easy. Because I braid my own hair, but the only reason I learned was because I was in foster care. It's like if you don't know how to do it, you won't be wearing that hairstyle because it costs too much. Like, they're not in foster care. They're not normally going to take you to go get individual braids. Some people will if the child is like the star basketball player or something like that. One of the kids that bring in money, a model, a kid that's making their own money, but a normal child, no. So you want to take and loop knot the ends of these braids like I did the first one. You want to take a really, really small piece of hair, you want to take one of the long, small pieces of hair. You want to loop it around the braid, and you want to knot it on there. And do that about as many times, like about 5 or 6 times, maybe 8 times, because you want to make sure. Because some people mostly can't do this stuff themselves, so you want to make sure it doesn't come out. And like I said, since their hair isn't down here, you can always use a few drops of nail glue on the end, just a few little drops. But I don't have any nail glue, so I'm just gonna just a regular 99-cent nail glue. So this is how it looks so far. Very pretty. And what you're gonna do now, since you're here, you missed the other part. You can always add a little bit of gel as you go to the braids. And at the end, you're gonna do the same thing, but you're gonna take all the edges and make sure you gel them into the braid some more. Like, make sure you got all the flyaways, because as you're going, the hair is setting. And at the end of this, I'm gonna do all the baby hairs for her. Make that little baby hair look. So that she wanted it short because she has to her job. She cooks or something, and that's perfect for her. So now what we're gonna do on this next one, we're gonna do a similar thing. We're gonna put one more small braid, and then we're gonna do a big add the big braid to it. Or if you don't want to, you don't have to. I mean, that's really enough. That one, that's really actually enough, to be honest. That's enough. Because she has to get up in the morning. We got some sleep, but she has to get up in the morning and for her job. So we're trying to get it done. So they're already preset. They're already bundled out. I'm just going to put that one right there, and then I'm just going to do the same thing on this side. Put one. You could always put another one, though, if you want, though. It would be cute, too. I could. It won't hurt nothing. Got a small head. I guess I can do it. It's up to you. You create this back. Yeah. So you take as small as you can, piece of hair, and you part it out of the next section that we pre-sectioned already for this half of the hair. As small as you can, just a little bit. Because you don't really want to mess up your section direction for the rest of it. So I took a small little section out. And I'm just gonna pull this side back in a little bit. This part. This last section on this side half of the head. And just look at it. Make sure the part is as straight as possible. You don't want to put no extra hair. You just want to put a little teeny piece of her real hair in there. And always go over it, the part with a comb. You just take your time. This style is pretty quick, usually. It's a pretty quick style. It doesn't take that long. So you just take a little gel. Put that out the way. So I'm going to take a bundle out of the next 2 bundles. We're doing six big braids, and then we do a few, like 4 little braids in between. So I'm just going to take these. I love it because it's already pre-sectioned out. You can't really mess up. So take one of the bundles that's already pre-sectioned out. I bought 3 packs of this Quay 18-inch, so you can see, because the person came and see. let's see what we're doing. Take the little string off. This is better for me because like I don't have a braiding tray right now, so if I could just do each section as I go, that's a lot better for me. I mean, it takes time, but so you split that bundle in half, the bundle you just took out, and you want to make 8 equal parts. So you take the half and then you do 4 and 4. So you can split this in half, and then you split this in 2 halves. And you just lay them down on something. I'm putting them on the arms of the chair because this chair is perfect. It's perfect for holding and braiding hair for me. It has the perfect arms for that. And so then 1, 2. So you're gonna take your 8 sections out for the feed-in braids, goddess braids. And you're gonna do the same thing over here. Split this half of the hair in half and make 4 equal parts. 4 equal parts. 1, 2, 3. So you're going to take one of the 4 equal parts and you're going to split it in half. Then you're going to split that little piece of half into half. Hold up. Let me do it one more time. Split that in half. And you're going to split that piece into half. And then you're going to put this part back together. And just use this as part of the other feed-in braid. So you still have 8 sections to put into your feed-in braid. So I have that little bitty piece that I took out. I'm going to take a little piece of that and I'm going to loop it over the other piece and see how it has like a loop. So all 3 sections are the same. And I'm going to braid that in. I didn't hear what you just said. It popped up, but I was can you say it one more time for me? I didn't hear what you just said. I mean, I didn't see what you just said because I had the hair in my hand. Then I'm going to take these 3 parts and I'm going to put a little tension on her hair and start braiding it like a regular braid, but adding her hair in as I go. So you don't want the piece of hair to be too big because you just want it to look like a little bitty piece. A little bitty braid, little bitty cornrow going into the big cornrows. That's been the style they've been rocking lately. Seems like all of that stuff from back in the days is coming back. The poetic justice braids, all that stuff. I use one strand method to braid when I do my singles. That's the way for me. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just doing feed in. This is the single method cornrow actually. This is the same. And you could also do the goddess braids the same way. You don't have to feed them in. It just gives it the effect that the braid is smaller at the root, and then it gets bigger as it goes. And I like that effect. And I've been seeing a lot of the younger people nowadays wearing that, and that's what they want. So, yeah. Okay, so that's one small braid. And then I'm going to feed in the rest of the braid. Shouldn't take that long. It's not supposed to be a long process. It's supposed to be something that's quick. I mean, it doesn't take that. It normally doesn't even take me that long to braid weave on someone. I don't know what's taking so long tonight, though. Because I pre-charged my phone up and everything. Now my charge is running out. I try to show y'all the whole dang on thing. I hate when I have to keep making 2 and 3 videos. Everybody else only got 1 video. Why do I gotta make 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 videos for one style? Oh, this hairstyle ain't even supposed to take that long. It's supposed to take about no longer than an hour and 30 minutes. It's going on an hour now. Should be almost done. So then I'm just gonna rub in the other part out the way. I just checked my part again because I had them that side of the head pre-section. And I'm just gonna do the same thing on the other side of her head because my battery's gonna go dead before I can show y'all the full thing. I just have to take the end hairstyle when I get done, I guess, because it ain't allowing me to take. It did that again. I don't know. Hold your head up for me. I'm sorry. So you want to gel all the edges in. I'm using the regular dollar gel from the dollar store. Okay. Gotta remember where you came from and you know what you can afford. It ain't just where I came from, it's just where I'm at right now with my budget in general. Just cheap. So you want to put gel on all the edges that you're braiding in. You can always take the back of the comb and smooth it in. I'm trying to get this braid on here while this person is watching so they can see. Okay, so now I'm going to take the first strand of the hair for the feed-in method. I'm going to do the same thing, the loop. So there's a loop. 2 sides are big and 1 side is a small amount, and then it all should equal the same amount together. So then hold your back on. I'm going to start as close to the edge as possible because people don't like it when you have that little gap in the front. People don't like that. You know what I'm talking about. When I first started, it's like when the braid slips off some. When I first started doing hair, I used to do that. So first you're gonna do 6 strokes, and then you're gonna just start hold your head back. Hold your head back. You're just gonna start adding hair in. And every 3 strokes, you're gonna add another piece. Somebody tore up my light, so I can get another one so y'all can see. We just keep adding. I'm on add in number 5. Every 3 strokes, I add 1 in. The other method, like I said, it's just one. The berry doesn't get bigger as it goes. It's not small to big. That's the only difference. This style is the style that a lot of people have been wanting, the feed-in method, and desiring lately. And this is the last piece. So that's 8. Person left. Dang, I was trying to show them before they dipped out on me. Guess they're gonna watch the rest of the video later. So you want to add that small braid in. So you want to braid all the way as far down as you can. Sit up a little bit. Just don't be scared to tell the client what you want them to do. And then she could just pull this back in a ponytail for work, you know. So this is it. This is pretty much the style. I don't know if my battery's low, so I would just have to do a retape of the end result for you guys to see. So I'll just come back and do a film of the full end result. So you want to do the loop knot at the end 5 or 6 times to end it, to make sure that sit up on you, to make sure that the hair is inside of the braid and stuff. So I guess it shouldn't take me over another hour to complete this, to 30 minutes. That's why I'm taping it, because when I don't tape stuff, time will just be gone, and we got things we gotta do. Ain't that right? We got things we gotta do. We can't be here all night. She gotta go to work. She got a little sleep, but she needs the rest of her sleep. She has to get up a little bit. But she's already falling back asleep, so she has to get up. So you want to knot it 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 times. You can still dip it. It says pre everything, but you can always redip it. And I was thinking about maybe buying some little rollers and perm rods and perm rod it into hers later. But not tonight, maybe tomorrow, just to give her another style, or in a few days, so she don't get bored of this look, you know. So you want to put more gel on it as you go, and just keep adding gel. That's the main thing. So I will film the end result baby tomorrow. If not, that's pretty much the style though. But I gotta finish her hair. My phone's going dead. So I will talk to you YouTubers later. I hope this could help somebody out. I know the video is dark, but I did, you know, I promised I would take myself as much as I can from now on, because I had a lot of people asking. So hopefully that could help somebody. I just need a better camera, y'all, so y'all can see. I'm gonna get one. I forgot I got internet now, so I probably could have used my computer some kind of way. But all right, I'll use it next time. So talk to y'all. I will talk to y'all later. All right, YouTubers.